Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we are currently, wishing that this guy could support our heir, but he doesn't seem interested. We're mostly focused right now on getting our cities in here, the upgraded, specialized, gotten to the point where we need them. We're also working on getting our army bulked up, but that's happening largely passively right now. So realistically, the mill has been built in Adefa. That is fantastic. Now, I want to keep building mills here until our... oh, that's a lot of money. Good job, Euclid Petubast. Also, you're the royal tutor. How did you get that money? Okay, we will take it. That means that we can start upgrading Dawa, which is the final city that we control in the province of Tana. So that's fantastic. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so there's that in progress, and we're just going to continue getting faster and faster and faster at this. Now, currently, we have reduced our monthly balance, but that is because we have 3 settlements in progress. So that should be just fine, realistically. Is this guy still drilling? Yes, he is. Okay, this guy's fine. He's disloyal and pursuing his own agenda, but I'm not concerned. He can... As long as he's just gonna stand there and drill, I'm okay with it. That's what I'd be having him do anyway. So realistically, in Adefa, we do want to have another mill here for some additional slave ideal fraction. And I'm wondering... why is this not actually telling us the slave ideal fraction in this tooltip the way it does, say, here? Local freeman ideal faction. That's interesting. So we need to be in here then, and our current slave ideal fraction is 33%. So we need to continue boosting this. So definitely another mill. That should bring us to 39%. So we're going to need another mill beyond that, too. And I think we just do this roughly in order, so we have an even split in our focuses between manpower output, like this one, and this is research output, and this is money output. And I believe that's all of the specializations other than forts that we actually need, because everything else here... provincial food capacity, I'm just not really too worried. Like, territory provincial loyalty would be nice. Maybe we plop one of those in the capital, but we haven't really had too much for territorial loyalty issues over the course of this game so far, so I'm not too concerned about that, really. Now, Yeha can continue being a fort focus. There is a court of law there. Interesting. We're not really focused on doing that, though, right now. I would very much like to colonize these 2 settlements out over here. That would be awful nice, but unfortunately, that's not currently an option. Oh, the temple in Punt has collapsed. Okay. We could gain 5 popularity and build it back. Sure. We've got some spare money. It kind of hurts to lose 80 gold there, but... I mean, we'll get it back. There's no concern about that. And realistically, that's 7 out of 7, 3 out of 3, 4 out of 4 here. Although we were going to get rid of this academy and build in a forum. And I think I'm going to go ahead and queue that in now. Realistically, the research difference there isn't too big. So I think it's fine. We'll get a forum constructing there as soon as possible. And look at that. We're making 193 manpower a month right now. That's basically where we were at for Blessing of... What was it called? This is Oratal here. I think it was... I can't remember the name. The Manpower Blessing. That's the one that we're going for. So this guy doesn't want to be our feudatory just yet. Now, he's currently allied with us, and I'm wondering if we break that, does Boras sweep in and take them before we can do anything? They might. They very well might. We should also consider getting another army over here. I mean, we're making a lot of money currently, and we're going to be making even more. Hey, our oratory advances. Let's take a look at what inventions that gives us. Aggressive expansion impact. Okay, monthly governor loyalty. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's what we go for. We've got some time. We can go ahead and let our political influence tick up. I think we're good. I think we're good to grab proprietors and proconsuls. So that'll be perfect. We still have a bad research ratio, but that should change as we get our cities more online. Also, what is our current civic advances? 3? Okay, just double checking, because I do want to start building roads soon enough. It would sure be nice to be able to move our troops around relatively quickly. What's going on over here? Hello, what's going on over here? Catawba is at war with Hadramut and Arabia Felix Orientalis. They must be looking to annex this wedge in between them. Are they losing this war? It is. They are indeed losing that war. That's a good sign. Is Saba in this? They're indeed. Huh. Well, we'll keep an eye on this. It may change our plans in that region a bit. We'll see. Now, the current goal for manpower is to get to 250 a month. That'll be a pretty important milestone for us, but we're going to want to keep growing beyond that for sure. If we can get to the point where we're making 1,000 a month, oh, we're going to be so strong. That would be just ridiculous. That's about 5 times what we're making right now. But regardless, that would be amazing. Okay, so this city is done, this one is done, this one is done for now. I mean, all of it is for now, because we can have many more buildings. This one here, though, what's our current slave ideal faction? I keep saying faction, it's fraction. A current desired ratio of 37% slaves. Okay, so I think we build another mill here. This is actually, yeah, +6. So that should bring it to 43% for slaves, so that would be great. And then we can start upgrading, say, Matara. We could start working on the Axum province. Wouldn't be the worst thing. It already has 13 pops. They're all slaves, but that'll change. So as soon as the next month tick comes around... Yeah, actually, next month tick will get us there. We'll be able to found this city, so that's fantastic. Come on, month tick. Yeah. Okay. Carmel is now a city. Fantastic. And we are going to see some changes in terms of our pops, but that's okay. That'll continue to happen over time. Now, our ideal fraction here of freemen is 47%. So we do actually continue to need to have one more forum here. So, like, 5 forums gets us to the point where we want to be. But maybe it has, like, diminishing returns, and then after that we build... We just spam out the one that increases the result of those? I mean, that also increases freeman happiness. And then if we run into issues with it, we can think about going for, like, aqueducts later on. Hey, Dire Dawa is now a city. That is fantastic. And our martial advance is just advanced. And that gets us army maintenance cost reduction. Ooh, that's going to pay for itself. And a supply limit upgrade, that's huge. Naval range, not so much. Paymasters is the most important one right now, because that will increase our income, which is going to be pretty important. How much are we paying on our army right now? Yeah, so it's going to give us almost a full gold per month. They want to import papyrus? Sure. You can give us money. Okay, we're going to need one more month tick before we can get paymasters. And then fighting season is going to be important before we go to our next war, but not before then. When we go to our next war, it's going to be amazing. But ooh, that's a good solid chunk of money. Thanks, guys. I'll grab paymasters now, and then proprietors and proconsuls. Fantastic. And that also gave us a few additional inventions that are available. Open negotiations for diplomatic reputation increase. That wouldn't be the worst. And quadrireme discipline. Okay, whatever. Like, fighting season is still the best thing there. The diplomatic reputation isn't awful, but I feel like we don't need it right now. Okay, so Adefa is already specialized, so we should probably consider one of these for our next manpower production city. And since this already has 4 freemen, I'm thinking this one right here. So let's put in a bunch of fora. So that'll take that to 41% for the freeman ratio. So that would be perfect for starters anyway. And we're just going to continue pouring our gold into this because we're actually seeing some pretty sizable results, really. All things considered. I mean, we don't have a huge amount of money coming out of Adefa right now, but I'm just wondering, is there... Yeah. There's growth going on here. So that's going to grow. And we just need to make sure that none of our locations are pop blocked, growth blocked. And I believe some of them are pretty close. Like, not over here, but like 14 out of 19, that's relatively close. A lot of these are not that close. 14 out of 18... I mean, not too bad. 16 out of 15, though. Ooh. Okay, let's go ahead and go with Blessing of Oratal to get more taxes. Yeah, this one's a little bit spooky, so there should... It's actually still growing? It's interesting. We now have a daughter, but that doesn't really change anything. This guy's supporting the wrong person. Stop it. Just get out of here. Okay. So overall, we're doing reasonably well. I just want to get these cities better specialized, and once we get to that point, we should be pretty well positioned to take over the world. Ooh, more money. Thanks, guys. We can actually upgrade a city, and I'm going to do that. It's already upgrading. We'll go for this one. Because as long as we have enough political influence, I feel like that's currently a better investment. That said, we want to continue working on specializing this one. So we want to get another forum here. 42 gold, so that won't take too long. And of course, we're not going to necessarily see the gains from doing this immediately, but in the long run, we're just going to keep catapulting ahead, is the idea, from all this investment that we're doing. So we're just focused internally right now. You can see Catawba did take over this area, so that's actually kind of a good thing for us. Because Catawba is actually getting less manpower per month than the 3 of those were combined. So in terms of raw manpower production, that gives us almost an edge. We're about 40 manpower per month behind the two of them, but as we continue to develop, that should go away. So let's just continue building another forum over here to take our Freeman ideal fraction to 47%. And then another forum after that is the idea. So hopefully that'll start converting some pops over to Freeman. We're still currently a little high, so it's actually demoting them, or promoting them from a freeman to a citizen, actually, that's fine. We could definitely use the research output. That would not be the end of the world. Let's go ahead and grab another forum here, I believe. Actually, let's wait on that. It's only 132 days, but I do need to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and next episode, we are going to continue developing our nation. See you all then.